Hello, hello, hello. Oh, that's fun. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Hopefully my audio isn't completely scuffed. The whole reason I wore these headphones, because they had a mute function built into the headphones, so I could talk to my viewers, and then I could talk to people in game. That's the reason I chose the headphones with the mute button, but stupid me, I didn't think that the mute button was tied to muting the whole microphone as a whole, not just for in-game. So that's fun. Also, these headphones, they're like, I don't I don't know, $70 to $100. I got them. I asked for them for Christmas. I got them, and it was a bad decision in hindsight. I could have got way better gaming headphones for the price I bought these for, or even studio headphones. I would have chosen gaming headphones, but I want to get some studio headphones. All the headphones I have, and I've like, all of them are broken or something. So today we're going to be playing some GTA 5. I meant to start this stream earlier. It's 8. I meant to start it at 6. Or, no, it's 9. Meant to start it at 6. So, 3 hours late. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and what would my stream be without the beginning adjustment of the camera that I didn't test before? Because I'm a great streamer and I do that every single stream. And also, normally I clean up this background. As you can see, it's not cleaned up. I don't know. I was out today. I didn't want to, but my chair's kind of blocking it, so whatever. Also, you want to know an awesome thing? So, 1 second. That probably sounded great on audio, putting that camera down and picking it up. Or, not camera, headphones. But, anyways, I bought a camera to record high quality videos. So, I'm recording more long form scripted videos now. So, that I can't just sit there stumbling through stuff. Well, I can, but I have to cut it out. But since it's scripted, I mess up a lot more. I can't mess up on a non-scripted thing because it's all mess ups. Do you see what I mean? So my phone kept running out of storage, and then I had to send it to Google Photos. Sometimes the file was too large and it'd take a long time, and I've wanted a DSLR for a very long time, so I finally bought one for that, but I could also use it as a webcam. Guess what I'm not using as a webcam right now? See how this is all fuzzy? Yeah, it probably wouldn't be like that if I was using it as this as a webcam. And not only that, where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. It's not like I don't have the tools to use it as a webcam. I bought, this is the HDMI to mini HDMI, and this is the adapter that plugs into my computer. I bought them, and it takes like not even a minute to set up. And I haven't set it up because the main thing is I don't want to mess with the tripod and putting it back there because I haven't bothered to. So, I'm great at this. Haven't used this camera for a practical application once. But if I get off my ass and start doing stuff and actually get up to doing stuff tomorrow, so the video I'm working on right now, I have a script for it right here. Let me show you. 1 second. script right here. Uh, that video I'm working on was supposed to come out 2-3 weeks ago, but then I kept getting frustrated with my phone kept running out of storage space, and like I said, I had to keep re-uploading it. So I just bought the camera and waited for the camera to come. Then I got the camera and I didn't film the video. So if I get up to it tomorrow, this week, I should have a quality scripted long form video up. No promises though, because I've learned with my schedule to never make promises. But so yeah, but I have the script already. I might do some refinements on that. But anyways, we're going to be playing around in some GTA. I made a video about how much GTA Online sucks, and I kind of still stand by it. Oh, I'm talking in-game this whole time. Why am I talking in-game this whole time? Haha, I am. Thanks for being excited for the new video. It's probably some dude out there who can still hear me like, why is this motherfucker talking in-game to everyone? Can I set it to friends? And then only friends can hear me? Yeah. Okay, that's good. That fixes it. I guess for some reason I figured no one would go both ways. No one can hear me and I can't hear anyone. But apparently you have to set it to friends for where only your friends can hear you. Or I'm just an idiot, which is the more likely case. Okay, let's go. You may be asking why I only have $434,000 in my GTA account right now. It's because I spent it all on a bunch of vehicles. I know I just got out of the garage, but I'm going to show you my vehicles. I know. I had a couple million a day ago, but I spent a couple million on that their vehicle right there, the Sabre Turbo. Spent a couple million on that, probably like 500,000 on that. I spent a couple million on this, a lot of money on that Insurgent. Don't know how much I spent on that. The Rustin I spent a couple million on. I probably did on this, but these are older vehicles. I've had this Kurama basically since I could get the Kurama. I've had the Kurama. I've just painted it different colors, but I've had it for a very long time. GTA lobbies are so different now. Sometimes they're different for the good, but sometimes they're different for the bad. Yeah. I'm so confused about my in-game audio. 1 second, let me fix it. Audio. Output. This is why it'd be better to record on my computer. I don't know. We might do that. Might do that tonight if I'm still up for it. But I could record on my computer. The only thing I don't like about computer is GTA's car controls. I do not like driving cars on the computer with GTA. It's just not the same. You don't have as much control, I feel like. Voice chat. Can everybody wait? Okay. Let's say no one. Hopefully nobody can hear me. They probably can. I guess I'm just gonna have to say fuck it. I feel bad though. I don't know how to remedy this. But yeah, it's my drift car in game. Been getting really into cars in real life. I picked the worst time to get into cars in real life. Reason being, cars, you can't buy one now. You used to be able to buy a good project car for under $2,000. Now, you can't. It's hardly even like, even if you have the money, let's say you just have a ton of money to fucking throw on a project car in real life, you could buy one. And look, a project car, in my mind, is not supposed to be a brand new car. It can be, but I feel like a project is generally like a used car, at least a little bit used. But that's just how I feel a project car should be. I consider buying like a new car, like you buy like a new Mustang and kit it up, as more of a car build and upgrade, but not necessarily a project. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to talking and driving at the same time. But used to be able to buy like an E36, a BMW E36, which you don't really need to know what that is. It's just a beginner drift car, project car. Used to be able to buy one for like $2,000 or less, or a little bit more. You used to be able to buy good project cars for at least under $6,000, usually way under that, usually like half that or less. Now that same $2,000 BMW project car that's a little beat up goes for like 4,000 or more because of the chip shortage. And it's like, I know my driving is bad. Let's say even you get your hands on a project car. Let's say somebody gave it to you, or let's say you just have a project car that you've already had or something. Finding parts is really annoying because of the shipment crisis. It's not even like, even if you had a ton of money, like you can't buy a ton of parts, and the parts you can buy, usually, like, if you want to buy from a reputable source, which that just means like you spend a couple thousand on a turbo for your car, it'll probably work. But like, let's say you spend 2,000, 3,000 on a turbo. I don't know which turbos I'm talking about, but let's say around that price range. It'll work, but generally cheaper turbos yes, I tried not driving into anything. Generally, cheaper turbos are not going to come with instructions, and sometimes your piping is going to be wrong, and you're going to have to do a lot more work. But let's say you want to buy a good turbo from a reputable source that has instructions. Like, even if you have a ton of money, like you're rich, you can't really buy one because there's no shipments. So they don't even have one. The company doesn't. Even if they really wanted you to give you one, they can't because they don't have it either. So I really chose a horrible time to get into cars. I'm learning a ton about cars. I want a project car so bad. Hopefully, by the time I have money and have a job and am able to afford a project car, the prices will have gone down and steadied out again, so I can buy a cheap project car. I'm looking into BMWs or Nissans, because Nissan makes good drift cars. I want a project drift car. Nissan makes good drift cars, 350Z, 370Z, Skyline. Skyline's Nissan, right? Yeah. R34 Skyline. Or any other Skyline. So, Nissan makes good drift cars. BMW makes, like, E36. I don't know about other BMWs, but E36 has good weight balance, which is what you want in a project car. But the big thing about BMW is everybody buys a BMW for a project car. And whenever I'm like, I want an E36, people are like, yeah, but that's what everybody drifts. And I'm like, yes, I know that's what everybody chooses as a project car, but that's why I want it. You don't want to buy something completely exclusive and rare, because then you're never going to be able to find parts for it, and it's going to suck to do builds on it. If you buy something that a ton of them were made, and everybody has one, and everybody's working on one, there's chances companies are going to make aftermarket parts for them. You don't want to buy a car that nobody's using as a project car whatsoever, because there's not going to be aftermarket parts for that. So, yeah, I want to buy BMW E36, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So, yeah, like, and also, good thing in a project car, again, you want something that they made millions of, like a ton of, not something they made a couple thousand of, because if you get that, you're never going to be able to find parts for it, and it's going to suck. So, like, yeah. I'm trying to learn drifting in this game. It's not working. Yeah, so everybody drifts a BMW. You can find parts for them, usually. Not now. You can't find parts for any car now. Yeah, it sucks. I want to get into cars so badly, but yeah. I know you probably don't care about cars and you have no idea what I'm talking about, but see, I'm not a horrible driver. I'm decent. Okay, I'm gonna try and do some stuff and have some interactions. I have no idea if everybody can hear me. If they can, they probably think I'm an asshole and I'm gonna get kicked. Which is completely fair. Let's see. Yeah, I think they can hear me because my audio's on, and they're probably like, fuck you, stop talking. So, that's fun. I don't know. So hard to drift in this game. This is supposed to be one of the best drift cars in the game. But yeah, somebody is probably trying to mind their business, and they're like, what does this douche keep talking about cars? Like, Okay, let's actually find something to do instead of just driving aimlessly. I got distracted because I was gonna go do something and then I just started ranting about cars. So, uh, mm, oh, we could go to a car meet. Is anybody there? Also, lobbies in GTA thing, like GTA at all times used to be full. Like at all times, like any time of the night, any time of the day, you could hop on them and there'd be like a ton of people. Now there's 25. And I don't know if they're limiting servers people because they upgraded their game so much and now it sucks and it's laggy and it's unplayable basically. Not unplayable, but it sucks. Steal something? Like what? Um, so that's one of my assumptions, that since they made their game completely laggy and unplayable, that they're limiting servers so that there's only a certain amount of people in them, so they're still kind of playable. Or uh, find someone and steal their car. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Or just people don't want to play it because their game is so laggy and unplayable.
Nice wheels.
Thanks. The thing that sucks is I think, like, is there any actual people in here? This is a cool addition that I wish they'd added sooner before they made it like this. Why? Why would you haul a whole ass motorcycle on the? I don't know. Or just a motorcycle, I mean. I don't know. Vehicles. Vehicle doors. Um. Need to find the thing where you get, like, drift points or whatever. Why didn't it open them? Thank you, NPC. So there is an actual person in there drifting that car. So, vehicles, vehicle doors. There we go. This car has like a ton of customization options on it. I want to go on a rant about cars and turboing and a ton of other stuff. Not just turboing, like a ton of stuff I've learned about cars. Because I really went down the rabbit hole and learned a ton about cars. How do you get... You can get negative camber in this game? I didn't know... I don't know if it's just because that's an NPC's car that you can get negative camber, or... Negative camber is when your wheels go like this, like at a slant. Yeah. I learned a ton about cars. So in theory, I know a ton about cars and how to work on them and blah 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 blah. Like I know a ton of stuff about that, but in practice, I have like basically zero practice.
You're looking to race. Try not to end up in the wall.
Um but I want to get practice. It's just, first of all, I don't have the money, even if cars were affordable now. Uh, but second of all, they're not, and I still don't have the money. I did get a new car even after my car got destroyed by a bus. Fun. I was gonna say, did I already say it? Uh, why can this is fun. Um, this is gonna be chaos, man. Oh, it feels so weird ranting to no one while I'm in a lobby with everyone. Why won't it let me use my Futo GTX? That's the one I was just driving, but it's the non-customized one. It's fucking stupid. Um, oh, this is gonna be so fun. Um, anyways, my car got bodied by a bus, which means it got T-boned. So, I've been driving my mom's car to school, so I recently got a replacement. Uh, I got a Grand Prix 2020, or not 2020, 2000. I feel like people are gonna want to kill me for just talking to no one in this stream. Could go on a rant about how slipstreaming is a real thing, but it's not called that in racing, and why it happens. And I will do that. Its exhaust leaves a pocket of vacuum air behind it, and just like exhaust does that, cars do that. So cars push the air out of the way, so when you ride right behind a car, there's less air density and pressure in that specific place, so you can go faster. But it's called scavenging in professional racing. I so feel like people want to murder me for talking through this whole thing. Oh, fun. Why didn't I buy this car? I feel like this car drifts better, actually. I actually feel like this stock car drifts better than my fully customized car that I just had. Or maybe I just suck, which is the more likely case. I am in 5th of 7th, so... I may stop the stream at some point to try and fix my audio so everybody can't hear me and they don't want to blow their brains out. But now I feel bad about it because GTA lobbies are more tame and people get mad. But used to, everybody left their mic on and it was a complete cesspool and there was way more people in lobbies and everybody was a dick, so nobody cared, and you'd get called the N-word within the first 5 minutes, which I don't miss that part. I'm glad GTA lobbies are different in that aspect, that not everybody calls you the N-word in the first 5 minutes of playing. It used to actually be sooner than that, so... It's not my fault the fences were in my way. Oh. Need more. I have like two friends who are into cars and actually know how they work. Uh, I need more friends who are actually know car stuff so I can rant to them and talk to them so I don't have to do it on a stream or to my mom, which I haven't yet. I usually do that all the time. I'm like, hey mom, there's this cool thing about this thing I did and it's cool because it does this and this and this. But I'm sure my mom has absolutely no interest in, I don't know, how a turbo compressor works. Keep mentioning turbos because that's the most recent stuff I learned, but I should have totally bought this car. This car drifts so much better. I feel like. I think it's just because it's tighter, which is normally not what you want, but I don't think I'm that great of a drifter in GTA. So I think the reason it feels better is because it's tighter, so therefore I feel like I have more control. How am I in 5th of 7th? There's people behind me? I feel like I am completely alone out here in this race. Did they just stop at the start line? How could you be behind me? I've crashed into like 50 things. Oh. Yeah, after this race and annoying all the people in this race, I might stop my stream or at least mute my audio and try to figure it out on stream. Because I'm a great streamer like that. So you like that I keep doing this to my... No, this... Ugh. Yeah, used to GTA lobbies would be so annoying it just evolved into people cupping their mics and putting them in their mouths and just like yelling so that the audio was all fuzzy and it just fucked other people and it was really annoying. I'm not gonna say I didn't do it, but people would do it and I'd do it back. So it's just a completely toxic community of completely toxic people. And you know, I kind of miss it. It's not that I miss the toxicity. It's more so that I miss that there was at least a bunch of people talking and you could at least get people with mics even if they were using them to be insanely annoying, but you could at least find people who had like microphones in game to play missions with you and stuff. See, there's so many points after playing GTA 5 online again, I've realized that I missed in my video, and I probably could have made it 10 minutes, but I didn't. Also, writing on paper looks a lot longer than it looks when you actually read it out. One second, I'm going to go put this back on my tripod. Another reason why I should have bought different headphones. These clamp really hard, and it's hard to wear them for extended periods of time, which is usually what you're doing when you're wearing a gaming headset. Okay, here's what I was saying. See, this is a script for the GTA video. It's like 1 1/4 pages long. See, looks pretty long. This is 4 minutes or less. It's probably like 3 minutes in time, because that video is like 4 minutes something, but a lot of that is transition and outro. So yeah, it looks a lot less on paper. I asked my mom how long it looked, and she was like, because my mom used to be in the army, uh, she used to be able to look at a paper and tell, at least with her voice and how fast she speaks, about how long a speech was going to be based on looking at how long the thing was going to be, or how long a brief was going to be based on that. But she's long since been out of the army, so. Hopefully, this is at least 10 minutes for the algorithm. This is 3 pages, but there's talking points right there. There's spaces. But I'd say it's probably like 2 pages full. Like, if you just took out all the filler and stuff. I know. I don't want to do that for YouTube videos, because I'm actually trying to put quality into these YouTube videos. But, that's what I do on school assignments. I don't like writing paper assignments, but I can sometimes, because I've gotten teachers to say, like, hey man, that assignment was great. I can tell you worked really hard on it. And in my head I'm thinking, I worked on it and I didn't want to do it, so I guess you could consider I worked hard on it. But I'm like, I repeated the same thing 5 times. I just reworded it. Like, it's like, so this is when bread was invented. However, like, sliced bread was invented then, and it's like, what led him to the discovery of blah blah blah, but you just reword what you said about the stupid. It's not a real assignment, but that would be. I saw a post that was like, Betty White was born at at this time. Sliced bread was invented this year, so sliced bread is the greatest thing since Betty White. Because I think Betty White is technically older than sliced bread. Because it's funny when people say, like, oh, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And also, for a long time, that phrase didn't make sense to me, because I was like, who wouldn't think to slice fucking bread? It's... bread used to come in big, I believe, big thick loaves that weren't pre-cut, and you cut them yourself. You didn't just throw 2 whole loaves of bread on something, obviously. But pre-sliced bread didn't come available in markets till a certain time, because I guess companies were like, hey, you know, people might like this more if this was pre-sliced, so they don't have to do it themselves. And then marketing was like, you're a genius. How has nobody ever thought about this before? This is the greatest thing since the wheel, or something like that. Uh, I keep braking because I want to see the flames. You know the reason that happens? Uh, 1 second. Uh, the reason flames shoot out of really high-powered cars' exhaust is usually on a downshift, like we can actually demonstrate in this game. Like, let off the gas there, let off the gas there, brake there. It's usually on a decline because your engine's running so fast. To keep up with how fast it's running, your fuel injectors have to shoot more fuel into your engine so it isn't dry and it doesn't starve out. That's why going faster uses more fuel generally. Um, so, on the downshift, it takes a second for your ECU, which is basically the brains of your computer, I think this is correct, to realize you're downshifting, or it's just the fuel injectors are still shooting the amount of fuel for the speed you're going into your engine. So, when you downshift or just slow down, the speed of your engine, they're still shooting that same amount of fuel. But since your engine slowed down, it doesn't need that anymore. So it slips past, it goes into your exhaust, and it generally happens on higher powered cars. It's not going to happen on your everyday car unless something is terribly wrong with it. Your exhaust gets insanely hot from these high speeds and high horsepowers it's going at. Your exhaust is insanely hot. So when that fuel that's left over from those fuel injectors, when you slow down, gets into your exhaust is so hot it ignites that fuel, and it catches on fire, and the exhaust gases push that fire out, and that's why fire comes out of the exhaust. That's the best I can do to explain it. I know you probably don't care, but it's just an interesting tidbit. You said steal somebody's car, so... Oh no, he blew up mine, so... Never mind. Also, another bad thing about GTA5, but this has been in it since the base game. And Rockstar games in general. You know what I hate in Rockstar games? There might be a way to change that, but see how much I'm tapping that? That's to run. You can hold it to run slower like this, but if you want to run super fast at your top speed, you gotta run like that. It's very annoying, because first of all, it puts wear on your controllers. Second of all, it's just annoying to do. Oh yeah, that attempt did suck. Oh, thanks. That's totally why I kill myself in this game. Fuck off. I'm mad. Like, does this game not understand why I spend $500 to do that? Spend $500 to do that so I will respawn on a main road. Not just because I'm doing it for the fun of it. Like, I'm doing it so I respawn somewhere where... I don't know if that's what it was originally meant for. Oh, did I ever show you guys... I know I have it on this channel, but I don't know if I remember if I did on the other channel. I won't be able to find it. I don't have my old Twitter. I was going to grab my phone. But on my old Twitter, I sent Rockstar support like a DM about suicide in this game, like paying $500 for it. So, I sent an email that was like, "Dear Rockstar, um, um, this isn't that big of a deal in the game, but I've noticed used to when I paid $500 to kill myself in the game, sometimes I would use a gun, sometimes I would use a pill. It'd be about 50-50. Now I realize I mainly only use the pill, and sometimes I don't. I just die altogether. Is this something you can fix, or is this a bug you will be fixing in the next update?" And I was like, I looked back at it and I was like, why was this important to me? See, that's the quality control I used to care about. Now I'm just like, make your game good. Get good, libtard. I hate Ben Shapiro, but I love saying that. The only reason I hate Ben Shapiro, the main reason, is not completely because of his political views, partly because of that. I mean, that's mainly what he does, so obviously. But if you don't know who Ben Shapiro is, he's a right-wing conservative dude who speaks and sounds like the liberal IT guy. Um, yeah, he sounds like he'd be pushing his glasses up all the time. Like, so the problem with meow is, we're doing this. Like, uh, but the reason I don't like him is because he takes everything as if it was like directed directly at him, and somebody was like, if you don't like this, I don't know, you're wrong. You specifically have to do this all the time. Like, when Harry Styles put on a dress, he took it as like a personal attack on his character. He was like, "Oh, so men are wearing dresses now." Like, yeah, like he took it personally. Like, men don't exist anymore. He like the way he said it. It sounded like uh, you could have believed Harry Styles came up to him and was like holding a gun to his head and was like, "You have to wear a dress. All men wear dresses now. It's the rule." That's how it sounds like he reacted. And he also has really bad takes on some things, like rap isn't music based on what he defines it as, and what his dad defines it as. And I saw a music theorist, a professional music theorist on YouTube. 12 Tone is the channel's name. They do good videos. I'm not going to pretend I understand all the stuff in music, but I like a lot of their videos. They did like a comprehensive breakdown where they were basically like, he was like, music needs to have melody, harmony, and rhythm. I think that's what he said. Something like that. Something along the lines of that. And, this music theorist broke it down, and he was like, so, music does not need to have melody separately. Like, it can have harmony and rhythm, doesn't need to have, melody. And then he was like, music does not need to have, harmony. It can have melody and rhythm. And then he was like, music does not need to have melody. It can have rhythm and harmony. Like, he broke it down separately, like where music doesn't need it. And he's like, it's very rare, but there is music that is still considered music and studied to this day that does not have any of them. So, even if rap did not have any of those, which it does, he also proved, uh, he's still wrong because music does not need to have any of those. So it was pretty. It was comical to me in my brain. Uh, I'm trying to find somebody steal their car. Uh. Oh, you don't have a car. Oh, you have a motorcycle. Good enough. Die, little chungus. Aw, dang it. They have their motorcycle set to where only they can get on it. I've been watching too much, I don't know if you watch The Soup and Dew and McNasty, but they make videos and they make offensive jokes, and it's funny to me. Ooh, fun. How did I not blow up there? But Soup is Southern, and I feel like he's been forced to be more Southern than he is, because he plays it up for the joke on YouTube, but he starts speaking like liberal titty shit, like all the time, like put some dip in my man, like he talks like that all the time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, for the meme, but now I've started talking like that in game just for fun. That vehicle's not destroyed. It can be repaired easily. Crashed it on purpose. I actually kinda did crash it on purpose, but hey. Give me the car. My car. I didn't know, man. Sorry. There, I'll leave their car alone. Uh, God dang liberals. I love saying that. Also, I like it when it's done tastefully, but I like when people make offensive jokes just to offend people. It's pretty funny to me. Like, they don't care and they don't believe that. They just want somebody else to be offended that they would say that. Like, if you ever watch Tom Segura's comedy, he just says stuff where it's like, you know he doesn't believe that, except the people who don't understand what a comedy show is and that he's joking. So he just says stuff to offend people. Wait, did they pull over me for me because I'm a cop? I never realized that about this game before. But they say, like, Tom Segura just says crazy things to offend people because he knows it's gonna offend them, just so they'll get offended and he'll get a laugh out of it. He does not care. Like, I like it when it's done tastefully. Like, I don't like it when it's just like a comedian and he's not even being funny or telling a joke. He's just like, haha, Jews, and then that's the joke, quote unquote. I've rarely seen comedians do it, but I have seen like amateur comedians do it. It's not a nuanced joke. It's just like, haha, insert race or disability or something here, But Tom Segura's stuff is like stories, and it's pretty funny. He creates a whole universe and then offends you, and like I'm not gonna say some stuff isn't too far for me, but uh, I understand it's comedy. It's a comedy show, and he's doing it to get a rise out of people because he finds it funny, and I find that funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm messed up. I grew up with dark humor. I grew up with my mom. I grew up with a bunch of dark humor. What am I doing? I need to find something to do. And I said I need to find something to do, and then the NPC said, "No shit." It's pretty funny. Uh, where's my Lester text message? There it is. Not text message. Job invite or whatever. It's been so long since I've been playing it recently, but playing GTA is. Mm. I wish I had friends that played GTA as the thing. I used to play with Ultra Typical, but nah. If you've been watching me for a long time, I don't know if you were here for Ultra Typical. You might have not been. That was probably before I even met you. I don't know. Uh, but uh, he was this dude, and uh, um, one second, I'm setting up this thing. Uh, wait, can I play this by myself? Okay, no, I can't. Um, he was this dude, and he was cool when we were playing just together, and he was fine. Sorry if you still watch my videos. He probably does not ever watch my videos, even when I was friends with him, which I don't care if he does or not. But I used to play with him, and he was cool, and he was like fine when it was just like us playing. Usually he was fine. Sometimes he was a little annoying, but whenever he'd invite a friend or his friend would join, I'm not an asshole, so when he's like, "Hey, can I have a friend join?" I'd be like, "Yeah." They'd always like gang up on me. Like, I don't. I'm just like, this isn't fun. It's like I don't get mad, but I'm just like, this isn't fun. They gang up on me and just, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't be super fun. And also, like, he was kind of the only friend I had on uh for GTA, so I didn't have like a heist crew, which I kind of really would like a heist crew. But it's hard to find people who can play with your schedule when, because when somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to hop on?" then another person may not be able to, and then when somebody else is like, "Hey, do you want to hop on?" another person not might not be able to. So I don't know. I need a technical difficulties. Um. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out. I'm gonna do it on stream. I don't care. Uh, how to mute your uh, how to stream GTA 5 on PS4 with a gaming headset. Uh, you know what's a funny thing? I could be streaming explicit results filtered with safe search. What? What I searched was how to stream GTA 5 on PS4 with a gaming headset, and then a notification popped up that was like, explicit results filtered with safe search. What explicit results showed up? I'm curious. I'm gonna undo that and see what shows. It doesn't look like any crazy thing is show. What? It's kind of funny. Yeah, but I don't want to use OBS. Uh, um, press the options button. How do I see party view? Did I take a screenshot? Hopefully I'm still streaming. I should be. Uh, okay. Hopefully you can hear my audio. Um, audio sharing. Yeah. I know it's the blue screen. It goes to the blue screen when you go to PlayStation menu, so it doesn't. I do like that about PlayStation that it goes to the blue screen when you pop up a menu. So if you don't want people seeing your gamer tag, you don't have to. Uh, what friends are on? Um, bear with me through this. Uh, I don't. Everything popping up for party chat, but let me just search how to mute your headset audio to other players in GTA 5. Yeah, but I know if we don't want to hear anyone, we can select a no one. Uh, but it keeps showing me like, yeah, you can select no one if you don't want to hear anyone. I'm like, yes, I know that, but can't they still hear me?
People coming through the speaker on your PlayStation controller like this.
It's for you, fucker. You don't have friends.
All you need to do is hold in the touchpad on your PlayStation so that the interaction menu comes up and then scroll all the way down until you get to voice chat, which will be on everyone as default, and then select no one. Then just come on out of this, and there you go. Silence. You'll get no more annoying voice chats coming over the game. You can also select just your crew and just your friends just by selecting it there. There's crew and friends, friends only, or your crew. Select which works best
That's
for you.
not
If
what
you're
I
looking to
want
play
to
next
know.
gen
You think there would be more tutorials on this? Or more of the tutorials I want to know?
Hey guys, if you want to mess around with your voice chat right here in GTA, there's a really quick way to do that. So on your touchpad right here on your controller, just hold it down. You will see this menu popping up on the left hand side. Down here, all we have to do is just
Oh, go to the menu and hit no one. Yes, I know that. Screw you.
look it up from everyone, just crew, or friends,
Uh,
or crew and friends, or no
Never
one.
mind. They're just gonna have to live through it. I mean, don't screw them because they're just trying to help people. But like, it didn't help me, so I didn't get it my way, and I'm American, and I need satisfaction now, and I need it fast, and I need it my way, or else I'll be mad because America? I have no idea what I'm saying. You know what might actually be more interesting than just this? I might actually go into story mode and start trying to do stuff in story mode because I'm trying to get 100% save. And again, GTA lobbies aren't the same as they were. They're not really fun anymore, in my opinion. Like, yes, the incessant noise and everybody yelling, not ideal. It wasn't the best thing ever, and I don't 100% want that back, but somehow I kind of actually feel like the constant noise and everybody yelling was better than just desolate quietness when, although I do have the audio muted, so. Uh, let's see. Let's set the voice shit. No, it's roughly the same actually. Right now. It's normally not like this, but this is fun. The salt is the best. Don't. Okay, enough of that. That was fun though. It's normally not like that anymore, and it's annoying. Don't get me wrong. It's probably annoying for you, but it's kind of funny to turn on every now and then. But like I've checked, but it's normally not like that anymore. I've seen. Also, there's not as many people. You don't run into people as often. The people you do run into have Mark II oppressors and they kill you all the time. If you want a condensed version of this, go check the link in the description for the episode I did on why GTA Online sucks. It's not in the description right now, but if I remember to, I'll put it in later. You want me to talk more about exhaust pipes? Because I can. I can talk about how I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly, exhaust pipes are measured by their outside diameter, not their inside. Or it's the other way around. Because in usual pipe measurements, you measure from the outside width, I think. Or the inside width, I think. But I think on cars it's the opposite. It's one of the two. You didn't hear them? So, does it not broadcast their audio? I think it only broadcast my audio. That's weird. Oh, yeah, you don't have to finish watching it all. I'm just messing around. Yeah. Don't lose sleep over this crappy stream. Yeah. Peace out, man. Nice having you. You definitely don't have to finish this. It's crappy. It's full of nonsense. It will always be full of nonsense. Oh, more thing before you go if you haven't dropped off yet. That Cuphead level I was trying to beat, came back to it today. Like, a month later, or whatever. Probably not a month. But, maybe actually a month. And I played it, like, a few times. I spent probably, like, good hour on it. Maybe good hour. Yeah, probably. Not nearly as long as I spent on it on the stream. And I beat it within a couple tries, actually. And it's not even like the whole hour I was focusing on the game like I was in the stream. It's like I was breaking and looking at videos. So I came back to it with a clear head. Helped. Which, hopefully, next time I play Cuphead, I don't have to wait a month to come back with a clear head and do the right thing. But yeah, that's about it, man. See you later. How dare you? I'm offended. Thanks, man. See you in 3 months. Hopefully I'm more consistent this time, but probably not. Also, thanks for the GG. Peace, peace. That sounded great on audio, I assume. Wait, these bricks are hittable. That- What happens if I blow my engine up in this room? Perfect game, Rockstar. Perfect game. You've made an immaculate masterpiece, Rockstar. What time is it? 10:13? Fun. I'm streaming for like an hour 21. Might end in 9 minutes or something. Make it a good 2-hour stream. Or not, 1 hour 30 stream. Vehicles. Ah, dang it. I can run into like everything, like run into all of these, but yet I can't. Oh, I think that's why it feels like it's dragging. It's not because it actually is dragging. It's because it only lets you go a certain speed in here. So it feels like the car is dragging because it's trying to go a lot faster than it actually is. Okay, let's see if I can jump these. Oh, there's an invisible barrier. I can't go past it with the car. Yes, I know, I'm really close. I'm leaning forward. Big ol' yids. I don't know what my brain is dead. I was gonna not say it because I got halfway through it and realized maybe don't say that, Hudson. And oh no, it actually is. Wait, it retains its damage? That's pretty funny. I didn't know it retains its damage. Um, but I realized if I just said big ol', it wouldn't make any sense, and I was like, whatever, commit to the stupid big ol' yids. Oh, and now a super cancer song is stuck in my head. Sorry, I know that's not PC of me to say. Oh, also my tire marks stay in here for a certain period of time. That's weird.
I got something that might interest you. There's some hot product on the market. It's expensive, but the margins are better than the normal stuff. You want to move on it? Come back to the office to make the deal.
Why does my car keep, like, it feels like it's stalling out, which I don't think is a thing in this game. Maybe I'm shifting up in speeds. I'm trying to burn out my tires. Can I not? Oh, never mind, I can't. I was gonna say, can I not do it in this specific start location? Thought maybe I couldn't for a second. Fast track research. What do I want? Problem is I don't have any of these. I have the Dune FAV, but I'm not really gonna use it. I guess that's what I'll buy. Did I unlock all of those? Oh, I can just fast track research. Should I do that? Resupplying is $75,000. My staff is now assigned to manufacturing. I'll reassign them to researching. Sure, why not? Why not waste some more money? Let's fast track some research. And assign them to manufacturing. And resupply. Then the dude will send me a message, or actually I don't think he will on the bunker, but with other stuff he'll send me a message that's like, hey, buying stuff cuts into profits. Instead, you could spend an hour trying to steal some stuff. And it's going to be really annoying to do. Alright. I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode. So, yeah. Yeah.